Hey guys, this is WRockMSK here, back with another video, and these are the top 5 rudest superstars that I've met. Some of these are WWE-wise. I've met none of these through WWE. Every single one of them are through Comic-Cons or indie shows. So to start things off with number 5 is Cookie. I don't know if you remember her. When Robbie E was doing his whole Jersey Shore gimmick, he brought out Cookie as in place of Snooki from Jersey Shore. So I did a, back when TNA used to have, if you bought in the first 5 rows, you got to meet people before the show, and it was like $70. So it was my second ever wrestling show. A lot of people started coming out. Everyone was nice. Robbie E and Cookie comes out. Now, I was never a big fan of Robbie E to begin with, but I'm like, you know what? Autograph, cool. Calling him, Robbie E comes by. He didn't sign anything because he was in his heel gimmick. But Cookie didn't even acknowledge my existence. She didn't say hi to me. She just kept walking. And it was extremely rude. Like, at least Robbie came by and, looked at what I had and then, shaked his hand like, nah, I'm not going to sign it. But he was at least nice enough to come over. But Cookie just ignored my existence and literally walked the entire rampway, which everyone was meeting people, and then just walked right back to the back room. So yeah, that's why she's number 5. Number 4 is the first time experience meeting this guy. He was number 1 on my list of the nicest wrestlers, but first time was Jeff Hardy. The reason why, he was so drugged up when I met him. It's the same exact show. You had to meet $100 to meet him, which was not advertised, by the way. They advertised you could meet Jeff Hardy. So, me, my best friend that I went with, and some random guy split it 3 ways, because it could be 2 adult and a kid, and at the time I was under 18, so they qualified me as a kid. So I get back there. You're supposed to have your camera ready. I give the camera ready to the guy. He turns my camera off. He did the same thing to the 2 people in front of me because they were constantly trying to come back during the picture to get one. Jeff was all like, hurry up, take the picture, take the picture. He signed something. He didn't care that I was talking to him. He just wanted me to keep moving along. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So I get the camera back. And it wasn't on, there was no picture, so I immediately go, hey, you never even took my picture, I paid the money. And the teenage security guard's like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like, I just paid $100, I'm getting my damn picture with Jeff Hardy, you understand? So, finally, after 10 minutes of arguing, all three of us got together, and they had to redo a picture, and Jeff didn't even care to do the picture. He was like, fine, so he did a half-ass arm thing going up. And it was just a terrible experience, mainly because Jeff didn't care to be there. The TNA management sucked at that time, and it kind of just ruined the entire vibe, and the amount of money I spent for 5 seconds of nothing wasn't worth it. The $80 I spent the second time around was a hell of a lot more worth it than it was for the 100. So number 3, this might come as a shock to some people. This is Chris Hero. I met him at, well, I didn't really even meet him. I was at 2CW, it was in where I live. It was in a small town in New York. I don't really want to say the hometown I live in because it's very tiny. But they brought him here. It was Chris Hero, Kevin Steen, Chris Sabin, and I forget who Dalton Castle was there as well. So I met Kevin Steen. He was really nice. I met Dalton Castle. At the time, I was interning for my school to do professional photos. So I got a couple of Kevin Steen, a couple of Dalton Castle. I got one of Chris Sabin who's exercising. He didn't really need any, but he said I can take one. So that's Chris Hero. He didn't care. He didn't want any. He said, he just got you done. I was like, cool, whatever. And I said, do you mind if I get a picture with you, though? I was there before doors open. He was all set up. He was sitting at the table, and he's like, yeah, it's $25. And I'm like, dude, I told him, I'm like, I don't have any cash. I came in as a photographer. I didn't even pay. I just wanted a nice little picture with you. And he's like, well, you gotta buy something to get a picture. And I'm like, whatever. So I ended up getting anything. And then later that show, I noticed people weren't buying anything to go up to meet him. So I went up to him again, and I'm like, hey, I just saw 3 people not buy anything to meet you. Can I go, I really just want to get a picture with you. I've watched your work in ROH. And he's like, no, you need to pay for something. And I'm like, yeah, no. That was just a beyond a dick move by you, dude. Not everyone has $25 for your crappy t-shirts that you used to have. Not everyone has $30 for your ROH DVD that you could have gotten Shop ROH for $20 or $15 at the time. So the fact that he was trying to get money out of me when I told him I didn't have any, I just wanted a simple picture. I didn't want an autograph. I didn't need a 30-minute conversation. I just wanted a picture with you because I respected you. you lost all my respect, buddy, from that. So the last two were very hard for me to decide what one went where. But I am going to break it down to number 2 is one half of the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobs. Just don't meet him. Don't. He is, there's not really a lot of PG words I could say for him, so let's just say he's your biggest behind. He is terrible. All he cares about is your money. That's all he wants, is your money. That's it. So, the other dude, which I gotta look up his name, what is it? Jerry Sags, there we go. I suck at remembering names for them. He was super nice. We brought the elite figures, he signed them, he was talking to me. Brian Knobs, he wanted an extra $20. And I'm like, I brought my own autograph. I gave it $20 for the picture. I gave it $20 for the autograph. Why am I going to give you another $20? For what reasoning? And the other guy was like, no, they're fine. He's like, nope, they need another $20. Nope. You know, I'm like, dude, I paid you $40. Nowhere does it say $60. Like, come on. And he was like, nope, no, I want $60. Nope, not going to do a picture. Not going to happen. So finally, his partner's like, no, they're going to get the picture. And then afterwards, he was like all nice afterwards. I'm like, really? You just like kind of try to get more money out of me that you completely didn't tell us it was $20 per person. There's a sign that says Nasty Boys, 20 autograph, 20 photo. I didn't know that Brian Knobs wasn't part of the Nasty Boys and he had a whole $20 section to himself. Like, no. Like, don't be like that, people. Don't. You're not in WWE anymore. I don't even know if you're in the Hall of Fame. You might be. You may not be. I don't think so. No, it doesn't say Hall of Fame on their autographs. I really doubt they're in the Hall of Fame. So you're not really that big of a name, and you're constantly at Comic-Con, so obviously you need the money, but don't do that. Like, don't be one of those a-holes that just want money. Be nice to people. I took the time to drive an hour to meet you. Because I wanted to. Not because I had nothing better to do in life, because I wanted to. I hate people like that. But number 1, oh god, he takes the cake so easily. I was making this list and I was like, Brian, I was really bad. I'm like, nope, not Greg the Hammer Valentine right there. Worst $20 I've ever spent. So it was with Andrew Anderson. Which I didn't even think I showed this off in anything. He was in the movie The Wrestler. Met him. He gave this to me for free. Super nice dude. Still need to watch it. But, so it was him and Greg. Andrew Anderson was first on the table. Paid to meet both of them. Started talking to him. I think we had a 30-40 minute conversation. Like, he just did not want to shut up. And I was like, cool, man, I'm getting my money off of you. So we talk. We have like 3 pictures with him. And then finally, Greg the Hammer Valentine comes up. So I told him, I'm like, are you thinking about doing like a 35th anniversary Royal Rumble appearance? Or I was like, were you sad that you weren't in the 30th Royal Rumble or, you know, had an appearance there because you were the first ever Royal Rumble winner? Nothing, just, I'm like, okay, maybe you don't want to talk about the Royal Rumble. So I say, you ever think you're going to do anything legend-wise with WWE or, no, anything? Nothing. Didn't say a word back. And I'm like, okay. So I give him things on an autograph. I think I have it in here. I don't even want to frame it because he was such a jack. Yeah. I don't even know if you can make it out. It's in like this little slip, so hold on. I don't even know what the hell do you call this signature? Scratch? Like, it's scratch. It's scribble. So I brought 2 wrestling cards. I had nothing else for this guy to sign. I couldn't find a figure on him. Nothing. So I told him, I'm like, I spent the last 2 days trying to find a card for you to sign. Still nothing. I hand him the first card. He signs it. Slings it back at me. And I'm like, cool. Hand him the next card. Didn't say a damn word. Signs it. Flings it back at me. And I'm like, I go, can I get a picture? He looks over at the guy. I go, I paid for a picture. So, go around him. He has this whole little happy look with a, here's your picture, guys. That was nice. No, you weren't. You sucked. You're just mean. Don't meet Greg the Hammer Valentine. Just don't. He's not going to talk to you. He's not going to give a rat's ass that you're there. Just don't. Just no. It's not worth it. So, to recap my list of the top 5 worst wrestlers I've met that I don't suggest you meeting any of them other than Jeff Hardy again, is Cookie, Jeff Hardy, Chris Hero, Brian Knobbs, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe because there's always more to come.